Adam, stressful afternoon, but obviously typical Erith. We got back and done it the hard way. How do you feel with the performance of the day?
Yeah, obviously the issues with the traffic was a bit of a pain coming in. Obviously our starting midfield, all three of them weren't here. They didn't get it to half time, so we had to change things around a bit. Eldo had to go into a new position in the 10 for us. Obviously Milo and E-Man came in. I thought they'd done really well for an hour. They haven't had a lot of minutes recently in the past month, and to come here, which to be honest is a tough place to come, they done really well, the pair of them, and we looked really comfortable going into the second half. First half, for the first, again we've conceded really early where we've not took instructions on board. We have Jerry's our scout. He goes and watches games, gives us instructions of what teams have got strengths and weaknesses, and he gave us the strength of they've got a long throw, and we've conceded from a long throw over the top. Good touch by the young man and a good finish, but again we've not picked up. But that's after 1 minute, and you're thinking, oh, not again. But I'll tell you what, these lads have got a little bit of bite out about them. Obviously you heard I think everyone heard me at half time having a bit of a pop, but to come out second half and to do what they've done was a credit to them.
Tyler back on the score sheet again. He needs to start scoring for the defender.
Yeah, do you know what? He's a makeshift centre forward who causes problems, and I'll be honest, they were saying today he only probably won 30% of his headers against the centre halves, but them 31 calls absolute carnage, and it's just about us picking second balls off him, and it's not always pretty, but yeah, he scored a great header again. It's a fantastic header.
Alfie with that fantastic second goal to seal the game. It's good to see him finally back in the score sheet.
Yeah, he's doing really well, Alfie. He took his goal really. That's probably so far the best goal I've seen this season. But he's got that in his locker, and he knows that. We've had a chat. He knows what he needs to do. He needs to make sure he's concentrating on his football, doing everything right off the field. And I don't think he'll be with us very long. I think he's really stepping up this season. He scored obviously 10-11 goals last year on loan at Sporting Club Thamesmead. And people were saying, can he really do it week in, week out for you? Well, I think he is at the moment. I think he's been absolutely exceptional.
We obviously got a break during the midweek, and then we started with the cup run, starting with Meridian at home in the, I believe it's the Kent FA Trophy.
Yeah, Kent Senior Trophy. Yeah, no, we've got a week on. We can get on the training ground. We haven't been on the training ground for at least 6 weeks now, and I think it's starting to show. Certainly we need to get on the training ground, get our set pieces back in order, get our patterns back in order, and let the coaches actually do some work.
Yeah. So with the Meridian game, are you going to do some experiments, bring in some youth into the side?
Listen, we don't experiment ever, and we don't bring anyone in who we don't think is ready to step up. Like I said earlier, for instance, like Milo, E-Man, haven't played a lot of football a month, and people might think you're bringing them in, you're resting people. Well, they've stepped up today and they've given me another headache. And no, we'll set our store up, we'll go as strong as possible as we can for that game. It's a competition I want to do well, and we've got to make sure we respect Meridian. They're coming up, obviously league below, and obviously on the day they've got sort of nothing to lose. If we win, people say well done, you should have won anyway. If you lose, it's an upset. So we just got to make sure we set ourselves right, and we'll be all right.
Adam, thanks very much, and
Cheers.
see you on next